It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And we've got Devontae Smith closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bears and the Lions, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 23.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Bears, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Quinnen Williams racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
To throw on second down, Simmons. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
And we saw the result, negative yardage. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking over throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. This is Smith with the ground. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw.
That pass complete to Moore.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Paul want to give up the middle. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep.
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Simmons, flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Simmons. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the third one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Ball again on 2nd down. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Punt linebacker, cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg, and boom, over the crossbar.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Simmons. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw here.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Touchdown, Bears! Breece Hall from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive. Simmons.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Simmons. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and a happy Thanksgiving.
Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10.
Option play. Here's Hall.
And some room to run now.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And quickly, they get to the line. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. the ground here on first down.
That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
To throw on third down, Simmons. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
77 yards.
And the Lions get a bit closer.
They'll try and throw for it. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes left side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bears. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Quentin Williams getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Quentin Williams, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, here's Hall.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. CeeDee Lamb. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. PAT up and good by Rosas. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out now come the Lions. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. On first down, Simmons. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Getting this into the hands of Turner. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Turner's got it on the crossing route. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 41-yard line. Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Chase Claypool. 41 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver as he brings out this offense. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
They run it with Hall off the option. Hall has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first carry for their fullback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. 2nd and 11. A handoff for Hall. And this This one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Hall again on 2nd down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Hall again. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Throwing on 1st down, Simmons. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw, Simmons.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Bears are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this will be a Bears first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago,